Kevin Weaver. Kevin Weaver is an American music industry executive and Grammy Award-winning music producer. He currently serves as the president of Atlantic Records, West Coast, in which he provides executive-level leadership and oversees West Coast artist development projects while pushing to expand the scope of the bicoastal company's content business. Additionally, he is responsible for the placement of Atlantic Records music within film, television, and video games, as well as providing oversight on the creation and marketing, promotion, and distribution for all of the company's soundtrack projects. Weaver also operates a successful publishing co-venture between Atlantic Records Group and Warner/Chappell Music. In 2019, Weaver was included in Atlantic's group entry at #9 on Billboard Magazine's Power 100 list, and in 2020 he was also among those included in Billboard Magazine's rebranded Power list of the top executives in the music industry, alongside Atlantic Records co-chairs Craig Kallman and Julie Greenwald, and career Atlantic Records. In 1994, Weaver joined Atlantic Records, contributing to the direction of soundtrack projects from 1995 to 1998 under the Lava label. From 1998 to 2000, he continued working in the same area as an executive at Tommy Boy Music, whereupon he transferred back to Lava. In 2006, he was promoted to Senior Vice President of Atlantic Records. 2 years later, in 2008, Weaver was named Executive Vice President of Atlantic Records Group, in 2014 named President of Film and Television, and in 2017 was ultimately promoted to the newly created title President of Atlantic Records, West Coast. Soundtracks. Weaver produced The Girls Volume 1 and True Blood Volumes 1 and 2 soundtracks, which subsequently earned him 2 Grammy Award nominations. Further executive producer and our executive soundtrack credits and contributions include Avatar music from the motion picture Paper Towns, The Hangover 1 and 2, Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Rio 2, Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Step Up 2 and 3, Happy Feet, Bright, and many more. His other projects include the soundtrack for Boardwalk Empire, Vol. 1 music from the HBO original series, which he produced and won a Grammy Award in 2010 for Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media, along with the soundtrack for The Fault in Our Stars, which featured the RIA-certified multi-platinum single Boom Clap from Charlie XCX. He was also an executive producer for Ed Sheeran's 1 Hour NBC Television's. In 2013, he produced CeeLo Green's Magic Moment broadcast Christmas special at Planet Hollywood Hotel and Casino, and was an A&R executive on the CeeLo's Magic Moment album. In 2015, Weaver produced the Furious 7 original motion picture soundtrack album, which peaked at #1 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart and also hit #1 on iTunes in over 65 territories. The Furious 7 soundtrack included the single See You Again by Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth, which Weaver provided and our services for. The single has since garnered over 4.5 billion streams and sold over 5 million singles worldwide. 5.6. In 2016, Weaver also produced Suicide Squad, the album, the soundtrack companion to Warner Bros. Highly anticipated summer blockbuster, Suicide Squad. The album boasts the highest debut for a soundtrack in 2016 and the largest streaming week for a soundtrack in history with over 32 million streams. Alongside debuting at #1 atop the SoundScan/Billboard 200, the album hit #1 on the iTunes Top Overall Albums chart in 66 countries around the world, including the United States. The album includes the chart-topping single Heathens from rock band 21 Pilots, as well as hit singles from artists such as Skrillex, Rick Ross, Wiz Khalifa, Imagine Dragons, Lil Wayne, and many more. The Greatest Showman original motion picture soundtrack. In 2017, Weaver released The Greatest Showman original motion picture soundtrack, which received an RIA Gold certification, marking the first soundtrack to score 4 weeks of 100,000 plus units on the Billboard 200 chart since its transition in December 2014. After spending 3 consecutive weeks at #1 on the Billboard Top Albums chart, the first soundtrack to top the chart for 3 consecutive weeks since Disney's Frozen in 2014, the album broke Suicide Squad, the album's record 33 million, twice over for all-time top streaming weeks for a soundtrack with 39.6 million streams. The album has reached #1 on iTunes in 75 countries, in addition to charting at #1 in Ireland, #1 for 5 consecutive weeks in Australia, and #1 for 4 consecutive weeks the UK. The 20th Century Fox musical film's standout track "This Is Me" has seen an incredible response from critics and fans alike, including an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song and a triumphant win at the 75th Annual Golden Globe Awards Best Original Song Motion Picture. Already having been streamed more than 115 million times globally, the anthem received a dance-floor-ready rework by Grammy Award-winning producer Dave Aud. The song was revealed during Super Bowl LI as the soundtrack to NBC Universal's promotional campaign leading up to and during the Pyeongchang Olympic Winter Games, including NBC primetime coverage of the opening ceremony on Friday, February 9, 2018. Artist development. Alongside his lengthy career in A&R, soundtracks, and licensing, Weaver has been intimately involved in the development of the careers of artists such as Kid Rock, Bruno Mars, Fun, Icona Pop, Charlie XCX, Ed Sheeran, Matchbox 20, Flo Rida, T.I., Jason Mraz, Christina Perri, James Blunt, CeeLo Green. Awards. Philanthropy. A Clue. In 2006, Weaver was honored with the prestigious A Clue Bill of Rights Awards. Co-honorees included the Dixie Chicks and director Paul Haggis. Weaver raised nearly $500,000 towards the support and litigation of cases and other needs that protect constitutional civil rights. T.J. Martell Foundation. Weaver has been a board member of the T.J. Martell Foundation since 2008, chairing the annual T.J. Martell West Coast Family Day event multiple times. He is responsible for raising hundreds of thousands of dollars to support funding for pediatric cancer, leukemia, and AIDS treatment research. References